That was not the correct screen it was supposed to go to first. And damn system, I knew that was going to happen. Welcome everybody to DA After Dark. You know, we're still getting used to, or I should say, I'm still getting used to playing around with this EveMux system, but it's working out pretty nicely. But there's still a couple of quirks to get working through it. Uh, it is February 3. We definitely know that there's a groundhog that's been skinned, I think, boiled and deep fried. Uh,
So I have a personal question.
Shoot.
The name of this show, that means are we a children friendly show?
Hell no.
Okay, good. Then fuck that groundhog and that his bitch wife named January. I get it. It's cold.
You know, the funny thing is everybody says, well, is it going to be 6 more weeks of winter? Well, yeah, because the calendar says so. And what was it that you mentioned earlier about pro wrestling?
People will sit there and say how professional wrestling is fake, but they'll look at a freaking four-legged critter who has no idea what the hell is going on for the weather. Now, listen, if it was like April 30th and I'm doing an NFL draft show and there's snow on the ground, that's 6 more weeks of winter, you freaking geniuses.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, we got iguanas in Florida that are being stunned by the cold.
Yeah, I was going to say, there is some serious wildlife right now in Florida going, what in the hell is this?
I didn't sign up for this shit.
It's like,
my ancestors came here for a reason.
It's like, what is this?
And when they say south for the winter, we got to go more south. Where the hell do I go?
The equator?
Puerto Rico it is.
Yeah, the equator.
Listen, man, you know how in the iPhone you can like store certain places and the weather? Man, I do. So what I do is every time I'm going to go on a trip, I install that place with the weather so I can see what am I getting myself into. Like when I went to State College to watch Penn State did it. I did it the week for the 10 days that we went to Puerto Rico in 2022, and I've never deleted it. So every time I'm scrolling through Philadelphia, 8 degrees, Yardville, New Jersey, 10 degrees, State College, -3. There's Puerto Rico, sunny and 78.
That's awesome.
I was bought a plane ticket today. Let's just say that.
I just love how you posted. You're definitely contemplating about up and moving to Florida. It's like Florida's cold too.
Yeah, as soon as I say that, now it's 20 degrees out there. See, the hell with doing something new. I can't even think about it. Holy shit.
I mean, it's snowing in Florida. You got earthquakes in San Francisco. I mean, Mother Nature's definitely punching her buttons. Somebody's definitely got a hold of her controls right now.
Well, call me Rocky Balboa. I want that bitch in a 12-round fight. Let's go.
Well, I think she's already been kicking your butt for the past several weeks.
I ain't hear no damn bell.
Oh my gosh.
What are we doing?
Well, as everybody can plainly see, we've got Zolt on medical leave this evening. Little man turned around and brought home something, and it has attacked him. And yeah, he's down for the count at the moment. He may jump in on the chat later on, but we will turn around and continue on, as they say. He said he may sneak on later for a Super Bowl fill in the blank. We'll have to wait and see. But as of right now, I'm not going to hold my breath because he was pretty rough yesterday. I mean, he conversated for just a couple minutes. He was pretty rough. So speaking of bells, Sam, there's a bell that's going to about to hit in about 48 hours, and that is for the NBA trade deadline. Of course, we always sit there and chat about the NFL trade deadlines, and we're like, who's going to go where? The NBA, it's like, there's a small handful of guys, but there are some super big names sitting out there at the moment between Ja Morant, Giannis, of course, and a weird transition that seems to be brewing, where one James Harden would end up with the Cavs, which everybody usually says where there's smoke, there's definitely fire, and right now, since yesterday, boo man, this thing has been picking up a little bit of steam.
Yeah. And for what I can tell you right now, it sounds like the return package would start with Darius Garland, which
Mhm.
I mean, look, I like Darius Garland a lot, good player, but it seems since Donovan Mitchell got there, his role's been kind of shrunk a little bit. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's diminished.
yeah, and Harden late at this point in his career has kind of adapted to being the playmaker first, score second type player. I mean, he really adapted to that when he came to Philly, and he's been doing a pretty good damn job of it in LA. Now, granted, he's been a little more of a scorer in LA, but when you've got Mr. Load Management over there and he can't play more than twice a week, you have to score the someone's gonna have to score the basketball. So I think it would help the Cavs in terms of having that veteran playmaker. I mean, look, you got enough. You got the scores. Got freaking
Mhm.
Mitchell. You got Mobley. You're good there. When they're healthy, they got wings that can knock down the deep ball. We know that. But to have a guy like Harden, I think helps a lot. The only issue I would have to take with this, Donovan Mitchell is not an all NBA defender by any means, and neither is James Harden. So I would be concerned in that regard when you're going up against teams like the Knicks, Philly, even Boston. Because I know Jason Tatum ain't there, but Derek White and Peyton Pritchard have been playing pretty damn well this year in that backcourt. So in the playoffs, you need your guards to defend a little bit. I'm not sure that's the strong suit when it comes to having a backcourt of James Harden and Donovan Mitchell. I don't hate the idea of the trade. I think Harden helps them a lot. Like I said, in terms of getting a veteran playmaker, I think he's a bit more of a playmaker than Garland. Garland's a good player. I just think Harden's
Better.
a better fit. I think it's a better fit. I think if you put Garland over what
Breaking news.
the LA Clippers are trading James Harden to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Darius Garland and a second round pick. Well, damn.
So Harden
Now
to the
see, now
Cavs.
I'm leaving.
You
I'm
said
leaving.
that
I'm done for this.
you said that was Garland and a second round pick.
Yes. So everybody, I would like to make a quick personal announcement. This will be my
Oh,
last
you
DA
guys
after
heard it
dark.
here first.
No, this will be my last DA after dark. You know why? Because I do fucking two show. I'm going. This is the first week of our 3 show lineup. I can't get shit on a Monday. We got breaking news live.
Hey, you know what can I say, Sam? I mean, you're in the right place at the right time when breaking news like this hits. What can I
I
say?
give I give the fuck up. Oh wow. Yeah, there it is. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
I mean, just talking about it. There it is.
Yes, sir. So I guess we definitely need to share it amongst the group.
I'm trying to get it onto the six. I'm trying to get on my onto the 609 page.
It's kind of nice to be able to break that news to everybody. That's a ton of fun to do that.
Always.
You know, it's a great thing. Absolutely great. This is just phenomenal.
You may
And I'm
have the
gonna,
Shefty tweet. You may have the Shefty tweet notifications, but I got the Shams.
yeah.
Always got my Shams Twitter notifications, baby. I'm always there.
Which means, oop. Now, why didn't it do that? It's supposed to do it for every freaking one. There you go. So we get to do our share screen. Just setting up the share screen right now. Trash that. And we will turn around and pop that on. So, here we go. So Garland and a second round pick. In fact, Bryce probably doesn't even know about it. He's the one who actually told me about it yesterday. So I need to tell him, hey, dude, trade done. The trade has been completed, my son. He's apparently he's on top of it. He says. He says, "Yep." Apparently he has been privy to it. He must have his own access. Why am I not surprised? It is, after all, my kid.
I mean the future of DA when our time is
Uh,
all when our time is done.
DA, the next generation. Yeah.
That sounds too much like Degrassi. Don't say that.
So, uh, how does this help the Clippers? I mean, a second round pick, in the draft is
Second round picks in the NBA are the most useless bit of resources. And oh my God, for the people, stop with the, oh, well, the Manu Ginobili's of the world. One guy. That was one guy that turned into a really good damn player.
What's up, Kaylee?
Let me keep my comments to myself.
Oh man. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love this. Absolutely
It's
love
okay.
it.
It's okay. When Kyle Schwarber's a New York Met in a couple years, you're going to be real sorry you said this to me.
Oh,
Okay? I can
oh,
play that game too.
that's cold. That's cold.
Now, see if it happens, I'll be pissed. So I don't want to say that.
Oh, there's Mike Garland is also soft like Sharman in the playoffs as much as he's loved him. Dude, and sat out in the playoffs. Yeah, for sure. Oh, she isn't hesitating on the rebuttal, Sam.
Where's the rebuttal?
She said, "Knock it off."
Sorry, did I strike a nerve?
Oh, you think?
Did I strike a nerve, ladies and gentlemen?
Just a tad. Just a tad. So, like you said, for the Clippers, it's kind of like, it is what it is. You know,
Yeah, I mean, it is. Yeah, exactly. It's not.
is LeBron coming back next year? For as much as that whole little rumor thing is I think that's going to be a wait and see at the end of the year. So you're going to have to wait on that one.
I mean, if you get LeBron, you're probably going to have to move off of somebody else.
It's like, Dave, I just posted that. Take a look. Dave's like, hey, it's like, hey, look at it before you posted, dude. I already beat you to it. Hate to break it, but I broke it first. It's like, hey, that's what I'm good for. Yeah. Cleveland fans are the early returns here are sounding good. Kaylee says this NBA trade deadline, not the MLB trade deadline now, Sam.
Here's the thing, though. You could trade anybody. You could trade someone right now if you wanted to.
I was
Don't
gonna
tempt
say
me.
you're in season. You are in season. Uh Mike, getting back to your thing though, I know everybody said, oh, LeBron wants his swan song. He wants his flowers. He wants his retirement tour. Would it make sense that he does it with Cleveland? Yes. If it doesn't happen to happen, I don't think people are going to lose sleep over it. But it's like, what kind of 1 year contract are you looking for in that final hurrah? I mean, that would be my question. You know, that would be my big question: is what is LeBron worth for a 1 year farewell, see you later tour per se?
That's a good question.
No
So,
idea.
no, I'll be completely honest with you guys. I've been tapped out on LeBron for so long now. I could give two shits if he's still in the. I could care less that he's still around.
Wow.
I don't give a damn no more. It's coming from a guy who loves. I loved him. Grew up watching him. Loved him. After the second leave of Cleveland, I got tired. After going to LA, I got tired of the shit. I got tired of this.
Okay.
So let's just let's go through something real quick here. So in 26 games this year, Darius Garland has averaged 18 points per game, 7 assists, and is shooting 45% from the field. Not from three. That's from the field in general. And from three, he's shooting 36%. So that's not great. Now, if we go over to Mr. Harden, Harden's not much better, actually. It's actually worse. But with Harden, you're getting 25 points per game, 8 assists. He's only shooting 41% from the field and only 34 from three. But you're still, I mean, you're getting a guy who's averaging 25 and 8. Like you're
I,
getting a guy that can.
I was going to say, what are his minutes on the floor?
Mm, when they asked me that 20 seconds ago.
Because the one thing that I also pay attention to, you can sit there and say, okay, well, he's got this as far as assists. It's like, I also kind of pay attention to like the secondary assists, is how is my playmaker working on the floor?
35.4 minutes per game.
Okay. All right.
I mean, not to mention
But-
we just said it again. Garland's only played 26 games this year. Like,
right. Right.
and I mean, give James Harden credit. Even at his age, he's always available.
Yeah. That's right. That's right where Clint's coming at. He said great
Clint,
trade.
I don't want to dapper too much, but let's not act like the guy you just traded for is a playoff performer himself.
Mikey. Mikey's going under the other one. It's literally a swap. Even the contracts are, yeah, and that's what they were mentioning earlier today was that the contracts were extremely similar. Um, as far as the scale went, and then Cleveland just threw in, a cherry on top just for the heck of it. They didn't need to bother.
The Clippers need draft picks for the amount they've given up over the past 10 years to superstar players.
Yeah. Well, and I mean because that's the other thing too is, hey, with the Giannis thing, what they showed earlier, if Giannis and the Clippers went to try to go make a trade, they're sitting there. Giannis is getting 54 mil. They'd have to turn around and balance off the contracts. It would actually take 4 players and then 4 more of Golden State's draft picks. They said that would make it an even trade.
Well, first of all, can we get back to another thing when it comes to the NBA? When did trading first round picks become a popular thing? I mean, look at the Grizzlies. That general manager's got 7 first round picks from Desmond Bain and Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, and we go, who?
Like,
Yeah.
well, Desmond Bain and Jaren Jackson are both really good players, but to get 7 first round picks for 2 players, what are we doing here?
Mike, the answer is yes, but it would take a complete gutting of the depth of the roster, which
Because
because you're
because
already at the second apron and you
well,
you can't get past that skirt.
here's the thing. I think I can fairly answer this in 2 ways for you. What which big man would you be willing to give back Milwaukee? Because you got to trade one of them. Now, I don't answer it because I know where all of you Cavs fans would go. But the guy that you would put in the deal is not the one Milwaukee's going to ask for. And I'm not trading him for Giannis. I'm sorry. You guys talk about Darius Garland always being hurt. Have you not watched Giannis since they won that damn championship?
Yeah, that's kind of been my disappointment is he is injured a lot.
I don't
He
think
is
now
sitting
that
out
they.
way too much.
And again, I don't like the fit again. Giannis kills any team's floor spacing. And look, you've already got James Harden now and Donovan Mitchell. There's one basketball, guys, on a floor. One. It can't go to everybody. I feel like this is why they went and pivoted to Harden. I think Harden actually is the better fit for the Cavs than Giannis.
And I totally agree. And I think the Cavs management even agrees because it's what made sense. Like I said, Milwaukee wants the moon, the stars, and the rings of Saturn while you're at it. They're asking a lot for him. I
Oh, and,
mean,
and
they
rightfully so.
went
I mean, the
and
guy's
they
one of the
went
best
through.
players in the league.
I think they went through the when they were going through the whole thing for the their little, you know, how would you make the trade thing. It was showing that the Golden State Warriors would have to give up the next 4-year number 1 draft picks. And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I'm sorry, but no.
But that's the point I was making earlier. I mean, let's be real. Desmond Bain is a good player. He is not Giannis. Jaren
No.
Jackson is a good player. He is not Giannis. They got the Grizzlies got the Magic gave up 4 first round picks for Bain. The Jazz, who by the way, the Utah Jazz are 15 and 35. They are 20 games under 500. And they traded for Jaren Jackson, gave up 3 first round picks. What the hell do you think Giannis would cost?
Uh, I mean, like I said, and that's kind of the problem. I mean, right now they're saying Miami is the only location that could turn around and try to win, swing the deal. The Golden State Warriors, it's how much more time do you have left with Steph?
Well,
That's
but that's the thing.
and
It
that's a
makes
very
sense for them. It
yeah,
makes sense because they are trying to maximize the remainder of Curry's career. Jimmy Butler's already out for the year with a torn ACL, so that kills them. So a team like that, I understand. A team even like Miami, let's be real. Miami hasn't been that relevant since LeBron left. They had a couple decent
right.
years early on after he left, but
Oh, could you imagine if Gilbert owned the guards? Yeah, that. Yeah, of course. Clint says Harden, of
yeah.
course, is a better playmaker to put with Mitchell. He takes care of some of the scoring off Mitchell. Harden plays well with the bigs. Look what he did for Clint Capella in Houston. Now he
Oh
gets
yeah,
Mobley.
absolutely. And hold on, don't forget the other guy. Because if you're comparing what he did with Clint Capella, Jared Allen is basically the equivalent of that. And that's not a knock on Mobley. Mobley's better. Mobley can either give you the pick and roll and get you the easy layup at the basket, or he can pop out to the 3 point line and, splat. Like Evan Mobley, that's what I'm saying. That you're telling me that if for who was saying earlier about getting Giannis, you do
That was
realize
my
that's where the Bucks. Well, that's where the Bucks asking price is going to start.
well, yeah.
And
Like I
there
said,
is
I'd like to
no
get
way in
Bryce's take on
hell
that
I'm doing
too.
it.
I should ask Bryce for his take on that too, because
You know, just
it's
go ahead.
it's just way. I mean, personally, it's way too much. You're looking at one guy, and like you're saying, Steph's got just a little bit more time left on that tank, and it's like, are you really willing to gut a roster out or future picks that you're probably going to need and be able to balance out and utilize rookie contracts instead of all these high priced ones?
And
I
that's
mean,
my point. Do you really think at this point you need Giannis? Like the East is wide open. Boston, as good as Boston's been over the years, without Jason Tatum, they're clearly vulnerable. George, I'm sure as being a Cavs guy, you can agree that any team coached by I'm talking about the Knicks, any team coached by Mike Brown is always vulnerable. We already know how that goes every year.
yep.
I mean, Philly's been okay. I mean, we're still the health of Embiid is always in question. Paul George, of course, is suspended. We don't know how long. I mean, he's out for 25 games. That's going to be a killer. The East is wide open. Now that you got James Harden, the Cavs may be they may be the top favorite to come out of the Eastern Conference now. Because everything Clint said in that comment is true. It's a better fit. Because listen, when Donovan Mitchell was struggling, Darius Garland isn't taking over a basketball game for you.
No.
Darius Garland's not going to sit there like, oh, Donovan's struggling. Okay, watch this. And pop 5 straight threes and make them all. That's not him. James Harden can take over a game when you need him to.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Clint. But Milwaukee also wants 4 first round draft picks. He said now trade Jaron Allen next.
And the thing is, I like Jared Allen, but I think the Cavaliers actually would be better off if they could go find a power forward. Now, say a power forward who could stretch the floor, who they, someone who that when they acquired DeAndre Hunter, I think that's what they expected him to be. But of course, DeAndre Hunter forgot how to shoot.
Chipper says good luck. He's a no-show in the playoffs, and Adam turns around and the rebuttal was so quick. He said, kind of like the Steelers. Well played, Adam. Well played. That was beautifully said. Well played.
There you go.
Clint saying Mobley needs to play the five.
Yes,
Mike said leave the Steelers out of this. Mike, sorry, it's a it was a slam in another chat box that happened to come across. So yeah, we're totally leaving them out of this. Um no, it's the other thing, Sam, what this is gonna put more butts in the seats too. There's no doubt. His name is a draw.
well, absolutely.
Like they say in wrestling, you draw money, this is going to draw money. This is going to draw some big money.
Absolutely. But I mean,
I mean, by
and
Thursday morning, if not by tomorrow night, they'll be the jerseys will be ready and printed and done.
I agree with Clint about the Jared Allen thing. I think Cleveland is better suited to get a power forward who can play next to Mobley. I like Jared Allen. He's a fine player, but he's not a good fit in Cleveland. He can't space the floor. And I mean, then Mobley's basically got having to be your floor spacer. And so, I mean, they need to find a four that could play comfortably next to Mobley. I mean, he just on the Cavs roster, here are their forwards: Dean Wade, Naquan, Naquan Tomlin, Larry Nance, Emmanuel Miller. Who the hell is playing? What the? They don't got no depth in the front court. They need to go find themselves a power forward that could play.
Here's Clint's response to you.
I, Clint, I'm agreeing with you. They need to go get, and don't forget something. They also went out and added Dennis Schroeder. They got him in that trade with the Kings the other day
Well,
when
and
they traded
kind of the funny
when they
thing
traded
too
Hunter.
is they were also saying that Lonzo Ball could also get moved.
Lonzo Ball has been terrible in Cleveland, and it sucks because he was actually playing well in Chicago. And when they, because I remember he had that weird knee thing going on in Chicago. There was actually threats of like, will he ever play again? So the fact that he came back off the bench in Chicago, he was shooting the ball well from three, he was playing well defensively. I said, wow, you know what? He could be a really good backup to Darius Garland. That's a really good pickup. He's been terrible. That's why they went, and that's why when they traded Hunter, they got Dennis Schroeder back in the deal. Schroeder's averaging 13 a game off the bench in Sacramento. That's a good pickup. That's a really good pickup. It's not like they just got James Harden. They went and got freaking Dennis Schroeder too. You go get some front court help now. Oh baby, we may be talking something here.
Yeah, it's and the funny thing is that a lot of fans were already going, oh, we're falling out. We're used to being in the, and I think that's the thing is, we've been spoiled the past several years. We've been in the top five. Well, now we're not in the top five, and everybody's kind of moping around, and it's like, relax. The way the playoff structure works in the NBA, everybody's getting a participation trophy and having a pretty fair shot at jumping into the playoffs. So I'd say just relax. It'll happen. It'll totally happen. Now, the Detroit Pistons, on the other hand, holy Moses, they came out of nowhere, Sam. They came out of nowhere.
Why is that?
And it's not like they made trades to get the bodies. They pulled it through the draft. That's the scarier part.
Well, yes, but now let's look at this. Cade Cunningham finally started playing like the first overall pick. It took a couple years to get there, but I mean, all right, the shooting efficiencies aren't great, but the guy's averaging 25, 6, and 10. And they have a bunch of really solid players. Azure Thompson, I mean, the dude's averaging 10 points a game. He's playing really well defensively. He's a very versatile wing defender at 6'7". He's developed well. Tobias Harris, he's kind of still just what he is. He gives you like 13 to 15 a night, and you call it a day. But Duncan Robinson shooting 40% from three this year for the Pistons. That's been a big. The big key for the Pistons has been the leap this year that Jalen Duren has taken at center. 18 points a game, 10 rebounds. He took a big leap. Now, granted, he isn't a contract year. So, some guys just get in that contract year, they start turning into all NBA players. But Jalen Duren's development this year has really been key for them. And when you have a guy like Cade Cunningham, who is he's a scorer. He scores his points, yes, but he is a point guard. He is a 25, 10 assists a night guy. What you need around guys like that are really good 3-point shooters and a center that can attack the paint. And they got both. And like I said, Cade's finally playing like the number one overall pick. Took a couple years to get there, but hey, not everything happens overnight
No, it doesn't.
in any sport. Look
Nope.
at Bryce Young. Look at Bryce Young. He wasn't playing well early on. Oh man, CJ Stroud's better. Bryce Young looked pretty damn good this past year after he got benched for a little bit.
True.
It's all about timing, man. You just gotta give these things. Gotta be patient.
No, that's very true. All right. Anything more to add on our nice late breaking news here?
Yes. The Cleveland Cavaliers literally just traded for a 36-year-old, averaging 25 points a game. Somewhere LeBron is sitting there like, some bitch, the first time I was there, all y'all gave me was a 39-year-old Shaq.
Oh,
Which, like I also want to point out, LeBron, the first stint in Cleveland, I never put on LeBron. That was organizational malpractice. But no, I like this move for Cleveland. Clippers, have fun.
as I say, Dave is being just ignorant. Dave's sitting there going, "Yeah, they can get Giannis." No, they cannot.
I don't
it's
know
like
about that. Again, they need to get better fits. There's not a fit there with Giannis.
yeah,
You have to think about getting fits. You cannot go get another front court guy who can't shoot. And I know how impactful Giannis appears that he is. He is when he's on the floor, he is one of the most impactful guys you could think of. But again, there's only one freaking basketball.
right.
So you got Mitchell, Mobley, Harden, Giannis. What's Giannis gonna do? Spot up in the corner? We're gonna have Giannis spotting up in the corner while Mobley's posting up, or when Harden's driving to the rim. What are we doing here? Gotta keep my eye on this Twitter now, man. We may have something else going down. Gotta keep the Twitter eyes going here. Holy crap.
It's when people don't understand.
Yeah, I love people that just the best five names you could think of. Oh, that's the championship team. Is it? Because the Lakers tried that in 2004 and got their asses kicked.
Yeah.
There is a if there is a sport, George, that you can beat the best five names with the better team, it is basketball. Go. All right. Oh, the Miami Heat. LeBron, Wade, Chris Bosh. No one's beating that team. Well, the Dallas Mavericks did. San Antonio Spurs did. Second time. Still. It doesn't matter. You like I said, anybody you could put the best five names on a team. I'll tell you why it won't work. Oh, I can't wait for Monday. Oh, I cannot wait for Monday.
I was gonna say you're definitely just itching, itching. It's like when the rest of this just falls in the next 48 hours. It's like, all right. Personally, I don't think Giannis is gonna be able to. I don't think anybody's gonna get him dealt. I really don't.
I feel like that too.
He said, "Watch typical Cleveland fashion. Garland's going off now." I don't know.
He may if he plays.
True, if he
I mean,
plays.
if he stubs his toe one more time, he's probably contemplating retirement.
That's funny.
And I
That's
hate
funny.
saying that because I love Darius Garland. I love when they drafted him. It's the guy's never healthy. And again, if Donovan Mitchell is struggling, somebody out there has to make the plays and make the shots. James Harden can do that. I mean, the guy's averaging 25 points a game. He's 36.
Yeah,
He's 30 freaking 6. That is insane. Now, granted, do I like the thought of him chasing around Jalen Brunson in the playoffs? Absolutely not.
Anthony, what's
Anthony,
happening?
Anthony, it's the only reason his brother's in the NBA to keep him happy.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I forgot about that.
His brother stinks.
I totally forgot about that.
And there's a
Now,
third brother, too.
now, like I said earlier, Miami is pretty much about the only suitor for the trade now. There will be more after the season's over with that they mentioned earlier on my four letter network, favorite 4 letter network. Um, they said the opportunities for everybody else to get into this party would be after the season's over. But
Yeah.
for right now, Miami is the only one who could turn around and do it. Um, Clint, it's gonna be more than that. It's gonna be a lot more than that. Plus, they would also have to give up the way that the salary cap and apron rules are, which I just had to send over to Dave. It would have to turn around and gut 7 players off the roster,
Why
and
would you give up Evan Mobley?
you're not going to be gutting 7 players off the roster.
And the bottom part where about the Max Struess thing, I hate that because Max Struess is such a perfect fit in Cleveland, but since he got there, he can't stay healthy.
Yeah,
I mean, now he's expected to miss what another month it is with freaking. He was expect. I mean, that was early January, so maybe he's possibly back soon. But I mean, Struess is a big part. They signed him to be that wing, the guy that could defend multiple positions, knock down 3 pointers. But man, he has not been healthy in Cleveland.
yeah, and I mean, well, it's just odd in that. I love how everybody always puts that too. It's like, oh, well, they haven't been healthy in whatever city. Dude, you're playing, and it's just the matter of the wear and tear on the body. But, as Clint turned around and said it earlier, some of these guys are soft. Well, the reason why they're soft is poor training. It is poor conditioning and poor training.
And
That's
again,
that's why these guys are sitting there. Oh, it's a back to back. Oh, I can't play that night. I'm going to play this night. I'm sorry, Bird, Magic. These guys didn't take nights off.
no.
Hello. It's because everybody's gotten lazier in their conditioning and in their training. So guess who needs to get tattooed? A lot of the freaking NBA trainers should get lose their jobs because
The
they are not conditioned. These guys are not being conditioned properly.
and the thing that cracks me up is like your body gets stronger with the amount of times you play.
Oh. uh, Mike, that's funny. I believe I think I shared that with you, Sam, in that
You
girls
probably
game,
did.
the girls game where all three girls on an inbounds pass, they all flop and fall down. And the referees went to call a foul, and they're all three of these girls are on the floor, and they're just like, nope, that's going to be a technical.
But like but back to what you were saying about this with load management and all this stuff. Your body gets stronger the more you play because it is used to it. Now, look, I never played a lot of organized basketball. I played pickup games my whole life. Never played four-quarter games, all that stuff. But here's the thing. I played seven when I was going to the YMCA for like 3, 4 years straight. I averaged, George, 6 games a day,
Yeah, and
5 days a week. I
you're
suffered
used to it.
2 injuries my entire life playing basketball. I sprained my ankle one time, and it was only because I came down on someone's foot, which, oh boy, what a feeling that is.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Oh, I
don't know.
play playing on it the next day was fun. Was playing on it that night was fine. I had adrenaline. Waking up the next morning,
That sucked.
mom walked in the room. You going to school? Fuck no, I'm not going to school. I can't walk. The shit's swollen. And then I think the other injury I had was I had a small tear in my calf muscle once. And I played through that. But it's like the point here is I'm trying to make is your body cannot take the wear and tear of playing, not playing. I mean, George, we're almost getting 2 days off between games anyway. Why do we have to load manage? These guys get off 2 days, almost 2 days between every game. Why do we have to load manage these guys?
I don't know.
Oh, I gotta play back to back. Well, yeah, jackass, I'm paying you $38 million a year.
Right. And it's like, hey, you're getting the day of rest. You're getting travel days in between. There's your day of rest. Why do you need 2 and 3 days in between playing one game at a time?
That's a joke.
I mean, shoot. Right now, the high school kids are sitting there. They were just the month of December. It was Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. I mean, you ain't seeing any of these guys sitting there, farting around, going, "Oh, I can't play on this day because we got one more tomorrow for back to back." No, they're out there every chance they get to turn around and keep playing. It's like, come on, guys, that's ridiculous. I mean, could you imagine if that crap happened in the NFL? Oh, I'm not playing this week. I got to take this week off. I need the whole week to rest up. It's like, wait a minute. Since when do you guys get to take your own bye weeks? No. Fair statement or what?
Absolutely fair statement.
Dave keeps posting stuff of, oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. No, Dave, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. The Cavs will not be gutting the roster to turn around and get Giannis. It's not going to happen.
If anything, they need to add some depth to the front court. And yes, Giannis would help that. But again, I don't think Giannis is a fit.
Right. Like we say in the football, you've got to be in the right system. Just because you've got a guy, it's not like, hello, we've seen people trying to do the super team crap. Guess what doesn't work all the time? Hello. It doesn't always work. It depends on who the coach is, what kind of philosophy you've got, on what types of plays you're running. Are you running a low pick and roll, high pick and roll type situation? Are you running five out? Are you running um, uh, back, double back cuts? It all depends on who's coaching. It's not like it's a pickup game. Ooh, Anthony, great question. Is he in the right system in Dallas? Ooh, that's interesting. Sam, I'll let you go first.
I'd love to see that trade package.
I mean, I get, I wish I had the little ESPN trade thingy that they had on their tablets today. Um, wow. Would it be the right system in Dallas? Well, I haven't seen a whole lot of Dallas. Sam, any any particulars as far as similar systems between the two squads?
It could work, possibly. Him, Cooper Flag. You have a point guard, one healthy, and Kyrie who could space the floor and shoot the ball outside. Of course, you're going to need a salary filler to go back to Milwaukee, so then that gets AD the hell out of there.
Right,
So,
which I know that they're looking to move him too.
yeah, it could. It possibly could work.
Hmm, that's a very, very, very interesting thought. I did
I mean,
not
it's the
think of
Dow.
that
But now, hold on. It's the Dallas Mavericks. They could trade Cooper Flag in this trade too, for all we freaking know.
one. Well, I was going to say, oh, wait a minute, we're back to that stupid guy. That's right. That's true.
Oh no, wait, he got fired. Who cares?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, that's right. We are dealing with the team who pulled that off. That
Guys,
would be interesting.
let me just warn you all now. If you ever sit there and your Twitter goes off and you hear this NBA team has hired former Mavs GM Nico Harrison, if you are a fan of that team, fucking run.
Run, run. Clint saying Dallas leaning towards rebuilding, not looking for a guy like Giannis.
Clint,
Well,
Clint. The 15 and 35 Utah Jazz just gave up 3 first rounders for Jaren Jackson. It don't matter.
well, I know
That's
I that that right there is, and I know you've mentioned that a few times already. It's like that right there just boggles the imagination. Um, Yeah, what is this his second? It's his second one, right, Sam? Is this his second
I
ACL?
I believe so.
I want to say it's his second.
Let
So
me
that
check.
that's going to kind of I believe that's kind of taking him down. If I'm not mistaken, I thought that this was his second ACL.
This is crazy. Kyrie Irving played 70 plus games in from 2013 to 2017. In those 4 years, he played 70 games almost every year. He hasn't played 70 since. As a matter of fact, he's barely played 50.
Wow.
But yeah, I forget. That may have been his second. Let me say. Oh no, only time.
It is.
Yep.
Okay. I was just saying, I know he had something else, but I couldn't remember if that was if it
Are
was
you
the other.
thinking of Are you thinking of the fractured kneecap in the finals that one year?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the first year you guys played Golden State.
yeah,
You know, when LeBron was leading a cast of Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith, Matthew Dellavedova,
right.
Timothy Mozgov for all the real loyal Cavs fans.
uh, I know how you trade Jackson. He's still ill. I'll trade Ja.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but see, here's the thing. John Morant, again, guys, the problem with John Morant is he's not a good shooter. And if you're not a good shooter in today's NBA, you have a knock against you. The difference is with Jaron Jackson is he is a really good defensive big man who can shoot, he can score inside, he's a shot blocker. He brings value in a lot of areas. What the hell does John Morant do except clog up the lane because he can't shoot the basketball?
yeah. I was gonna
Think
say,
somebody was bringing up, they're like, John Morant can't get traded. Trey Young only was involved with like one first round pick. The NBA is broken. No, it's not. Those guys aren't good fits for modern day NBA teams. NBA GMs are the one right now are up to date, and what I'm trading for is what I value. Oh, how could you trade 4 first round picks for Desmond Bain? Desmond Bain is a guy that's going to shoot 35 to 40% from three, average 18 a game, and play really good perimeter defense. That's what teams in the NBA want these days. Jaron Jackson is going to clog up the paint. He's going to freaking block shots, grab rebounds, space the floor, score inside when he's needed to. That's valuable in today's game. But a guy averaging 25 points a game, but he can't shoot the basketball, isn't valuable because he
right.
can't space the damn floor. Trey Young is a volume shooter. That's it.
Well,
The league's changed.
okay. Yeah, Clint says Cavs win 2015 if Kyrie and Love stay healthy. Yeah.
Clint, I don't even think both of you. You probably could have won just with Kyrie being healthy.
Well, speaking of changing, we are that breaking news definitely carried us pretty deep pretty deep uh, in the show, but we definitely need to change things up a bit as we need to roll into our next topic of the Super Bowl. Whereas it's, if I'm not mistaken, there's a odd flag football game going on right now somewhere.
Oh, is
Um,
there?
yeah, I would think it was like at 8 o'clock. I think they said it was on. I was like, yeah.
So
So the
we
flag
can't
football
have.
game, which wasn't played over the weekend, which is weird.
Hold on. Hold on. We can't play a real football game. We can't have it in Hawaii. And we can't even have it on the damn weekend in between the championship games and the Super Bowl. What are we doing?
Yeah, who decided that you're going to play it on a Tuesday night?
Holy shit.
What? What? Who is? I don't know what committee all of a sudden got a hold of that, but it's just like, okay, you're you're really just destroying the whole purpose, and that's the other thing. Let's talk about the other elephant that got added. Joe Flacco got added to the Pro Bowl roster. Anybody can make the Pro Bowl. It's like Oprah Winfrey. You make the Pro Bowl. You make the Pro Bowl. You make the Pro Bowl. Yeah, it's are you kidding me? NFL has totally devalued what it means to be a Pro Bowl player. Right now, from the past 20 years, you can literally sit there and say, okay, anybody for Hall of Fame, you know, qualifications, it's, oh, well, he was a four-time Pro Bowler. Hold up. He was a four-time flag football Pro Bowl player nominee and fan voting popularity contest. Yeah, I'm sorry. Being a Pro Bowler now over the past 2 decades doesn't mean squat anymore. They have totally devalued what it meant to be a Pro Bowler. The NFL has totally trashed it. I mean, that is the true laughing stock of pro football right now.
You're wrong.
100%. 100%. Even Major League Baseball is laughing, going, I'm sorry. How did you get to your All-Star game? Really? Really? I mean, when it got announced that Shador Sanders made the Pro Bowl, I'd like to know all of the quarterbacks ahead of him who said no.
I got no I got no words for the Pro Bowl.
I'm sorry. Yeah, another Cavs body popping in on on my thing. Um, but I mean, I it's they need to go back to having the Pro Bowl mean Pro Bowl. They've got to turn around and put it back after the Super Bowl. And if the Super Bowl quarterbacks don't want to participate, that is their choice. Not making it automatic that your Super Bowl quarterbacks wouldn't have been ones to be in the Pro Bowl. I mean, again, That list before they got all the way down to Shador. So you mean to tell me, so far, you already know Mahomes can't. Josh Allen would have had to say no. Who else? Trevor Lawrence. Well, who made that roster?
I know Jalen Hurts got invited, so I think he actually accepted it.
I'll bring up the roster right now. So Joe Burrow, Shador Sanders, Joe Flacco. And
Guy,
they are all alternates, Sam. That's all three of these quarterbacks were alternates.
I have no words, like I said.
Sam, Joe Flacco, the backup quarterback on the Bengals. Sam, backup quarterback. Are you crapping me right now? Two Bengals quarterbacks, the starter and the freaking backup. This is how bad nobody wants to do this anymore.
Nope, nobody cares for it. It's a joke. The whole thing is a mockery.
It is unreal. It is unfreaking real. And of course, hey, why don't we just add a few more Cincinnati Bengals, by the way? Because Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, of course, are also there. Higgins was an alternate, by
That
the
sounds
way.
about right. That sounds about right.
Anthony says, guess what? Sanders threw a pick six.
In
Don't
flag
even care.
football,
Don't even care to watch. Only way to devalue it more would be to invite kickers. Zolt, just
boo.
because you didn't add kickers to your. Oh my God. Zolt, they did, by the way. Cameron Dicker is your AFC kicker. Funny man.
Speaking of which, it was funny because I didn't realize that at first when I saw Zolt's list, and then I saw who cares. I was dying for like
Yeah,
2 minutes straight.
I was too. And he said it was only funny because he couldn't put give a shit as the last name. I said, fair enough. Fair enough. So on your flip side, you have two alternates in Goff and Hertz. So right off the rip, you know that more than likely, again, you could have had Matthew Stafford, who said no. Dak Prescott is the only legitimate one who is here and was not an alternate. Pickens is here, not an alternate. CD Lamb is there. And guess what? He was an alternate, Sam.
Hold on. I will say this in defense of Matthew Stafford, that man had to use a last minute drive against the Panthers, had to deal with the cardiac Bears, and then had to get knocked around on his butt by the Seahawks. He's like, I ain't going to fucking Pro Bowl games after this. I had to deal with Panthers and Bears and Seahawks. Oh my.
I'm looking for any other alternate. I see no all other alternates. Cam Jurgens is there, not as an alternate.
Shouldn't be.
um, Puka, St. Brown, Gibbs, McCaffrey, Bijan, McBride, Ferguson as an alternate. Let's see. Defensively, it looks like Nixon from the Packers is the only one. Oh, nope. But a Baker is also an alternate. Hey, there's a guy we know and love. Cooper DeJean, not an alternate, actually voted in. And Zach Bond, also from your Eagles.
New middle linebacker in football.
Playing flag football. So we know Cooper DeJean's probably having a grand old time right along with Nikki Bella, just hanging out. Sam's just like, nope, not going there. But I mean, to close out on that though, I'm just, oh my gosh.
Listen, I'll leave it at this, okay? I don't care who my man's dating. Just keep it focused, man. Look,
Right.
if he's listen, if he's spending his Saturday nights watching the Hawkeyes games, hitting that before bed, coming out leading the league in interceptions, I don't give a shit what he does.
Right. Yeah, as I was gonna wrap this up though, um, it's bad when you got to Joe Flacco. I mean, what's the matter? You couldn't get Philip Rivers? I mean, seriously.
Why don't you call Matt Ryan while you're freaking at it?
Not Matt's a little busy. Matt's actually got real work to do. My man was actually in front of the crew today asking
My
questions
man,
about Michael Penix. So
listen, my man's got so many damn kids. He's trying to become a head coach already, and he hasn't officially re-retired yet. Okay, my man always working.
I was blown away that they interviewed him for the head coaching. They're like, well, he's a high school football coach, so he's got some coaching experience already underneath his belt.
I ain't touching that.
Yeah, okay, all right. But I mean, hey, if you're going to open it up to high school coaches, all right. I'm close to the level. I'll get there.
If you need some senior assistance, give me a call.
Yeah, hey, why not, right? I mean, come on down to the junior high level. If you're going to hire high school, hey, let's, hey, why not the rec league guys? You want to give anybody a shot? Jesus. This is getting bad, Sam. It's getting bad.
It is. It's sooner they're going to just say, "Why play? Why put any of this together?"
Yeah, because this is ugly.
All right, so I have a little bit of another NBA update. It's not a trade. I mean, it has to do with a trade that happened already, but it doesn't really. All it is that veteran guard Mike Conley, who was traded to Chicago earlier this afternoon, is not expected to stay with the Bulls.
Oh,
So a veteran guard will be on the move.
interesting. Very interesting.
So have to see what happens there.
All right. Breaking news. Bryce has called his shot, by the way, for this game on Sunday. And I keep
Okay.
telling him, yeah, you're nuts. You're out of your mind. I'm sorry, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I keep telling him it's not going to happen. And all of a sudden, Seattle just happens to pull it off. Bryce says this butt whooping that is about to occur on Sunday, the Seahawks win by 22.
Okay, hold on a sec now. I ain't trying to knock the Seahawks because I'm not in that business, but a 22-point win in the Super Bowl, that's unheard of
That's,
in many areas.
well, I'm going to pull the back in my day. It kind of wasn't uncommon because the NFC kind of owned the AFC in
Well,
several different
hey,
games,
I could
but
pull a
it
joke too, because
happened.
back in my day, last year, At one point, it was a 34-0 game.
Yeah, I was going to say that's true. We didn't have to go too far back.
I,
Um,
I told you the story of that, right? At my house that night.
no,
I was. We didn't tell you the story with Tyler, Cynthia, or Kaylee and Orlando and me. So
do
again, fun
tell.
story. Tyler's girlfriend Cynthia wasn't big on football before she met Tyler. Well, three years later, we've turned her into one of us, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad
Shame.
thing. No, shit, more like oh Diablo, oh God. But anyway, so clearly, George, as you know, I know you guys are San Fran for you, Cleveland for everyone watching. Well, most of everyone watching. Being an Eagles fan is not very stress free. So we're sitting here that night after winning the Super Bowl. There's like 2 minutes left in the game. Game's over. They're doing the victory formation. Cynthia literally sits down in the middle of the room and says, "Are we happy?" I'm like, "Oh no, Tyler and I explained like, oh, we're ecstatic. We don't get this shit tension free.
No.
This was we were just sitting there like we're happy, we're high fiving, like we're all calm and cool." She's like, "Are you guys happy?" And we're like, "We just won the Super Bowl by 18 points, where the game was 34-0. I haven't seen something like this in my entire life. Even the first Super Bowl we won, a Hail Mary could have tied it."
Right.
I'm like, "Well, we're happy. We're not used to this tension-free bullshit. I don't know what that's like." My blood pressure was normal at the end of that game. I've never seen that before.
Um, Speaking of not being ready for things, I don't know if, Vrabel, I know, is definitely like, hey, everybody is counting us out because you should have lost to a Denver Broncos team that has been beyond dominant. And it's like, oh, well, the one the one thing I am concerned for Drake May. Drake May is coming in, and I see a similarity like Dan Marino. And it's just like, I don't want this. I don't want that to happen to Drake May because the kid is pretty solid. But it's just like, man, what if this turns out to be like Dan Marino's to him? Is this is your one time and you've got a juggernaut that you got to play against, and that was your only time you got there. But yet, he's going to be a phenomenal quarterback, break records, and have a fantastic career. But
First of all,
doesn't look
I
like.
don't I don't believe this will be the Patriots' only time there. With the way that organization runs, they find ways to just put these stretches together where they're I mean, like we said, I'm not kidding. Like when I said that I've been saying it for the past 3 weeks, guys. I'm not fucking joking. We killed the Chiefs just to revitalize the team we tried to get rid of for the last 25 years. We got rid of them for a couple. Now they're back. But
Sam remembering yesterday talks first Bill not getting in the Hall of Fame, now Kraft not in.
complete
This breed.
fucking malpractice.
Yeah.
What the hell are we doing? What the absolute hell are we doing in with Hall of Fame voting?
Well, like I said, if you want to punish the team for the whole Spygate and whatever else, it's not like Robert Kraft had anything to do with Spygate.
Well, first of all, again,
You know,
do you think the
that
Patriots are the only team that did this?
yeah, it's like, hey,
They got
you
caught.
just happen to be the one getting caught. So
It's the Houston Astros thing all over again. Oh,
Yeah,
the
but,
Astros are stealing signs. Motherfucker, you're telling me that other teams don't steal signs?
and I mean, but Houston like went out of their way and made it beyond obvious. So
Again, they just
that's what's bad with that. But I mean, for Robert Kraft though, eh, I mean, I'm not. I mean, I really wouldn't expect um a first round ballot Hall of Fame vote for him. I mean, I'm not. I get with owners, it's kind of real finicky. I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not real. It's like the Hall of Fame. It's set for being for the players, I think, more than the owners. But was he instrumental in a lot of stuff? Yes. Um, yeah, like I said, I think for owners, it's probably going to take one or two shots, maybe three.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not going to link that together um, with the bill thing. I'm really not. I really am not. So I'm not. I'm not that surprised off by it. Not at all. All right, Sam. The other wonderful thing that we get to denounce into is the wonderful NFL awards get to be done also this week. And so I thought, it would be kind of interesting if we kind of did our own little version of it. And you and I discussed about topics and or kind of transition of positions and such. So we put our own little set of awards together, and we're going to kick off with the MVPs and it's going to go AFC, NFC in each category, by the way. And we are going to kick off with the AFC MVPs. And yes, it looks like we will have a few that are the same, and we may
Whoa.
definitely have some that will be different.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, hold on. All right, I want to point out two things. Number one, here's the first thing. I want everyone to understand the hell that George put me and Zolt through. Poor Zolt's
Well,
over
wait
there
a minute.
sick and barely. No, hold on,
You
hold
had
on,
a
no, no, no. Hold on, hold on,
conversation.
hold
What
on,
are you
hold on, hold
talking
on, hold
about?
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Poor Zolt's over there sick. Kid was sick, has to worry about that. Me, I'm outside in the freezing tundra all weekend. Man's got us up till 2 in the morning doing these lists. What the hell's wrong with you?
You lying sack of crap. You had yours. We were talking on the phone and you had it done in 35 seconds. You're like, okay, my list is done. I was like, damn.
And secondly, you have
What?
slides for every single one. Holy shit.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I
why am I expecting anything different?
was going to say, Jesus, man. I mean, if you're going to do it, you
I
might
new
as
here?
well I do it right. I definitely do not shortcut anything. You know,
You
I
do
don't
not.
shortcut anything. Um, so of course, as you folks can see, for the AFC MVPs, my choice is Drake May. That kid has, I mean, everything that kid did this year was definitely a pinnacle for that team. I mean, we have not seen anything like that done in quite a little while. And that was impressive for him to pull that off this year. Sam, you and Zolt, of course, went with Mr. Cook, and I can't disagree on it either.
I mean, I understand, like, Dustin was bringing this up last night when we were talking about MVPs. What would the Rams be without Stafford? I understand that you could make up what team would be this without said quarterback. I understand that. What the hell would the Buffalo Bills be without James Cook? That offense is absolutely dog shit. They got no wide receivers. Their tight ends are good, but they're never healthy. They don't got James Cook last year. They're freaking screwed.
No, I totally agree. I
That's
agree.
why that's why I went with James Cook.
Yeah, and I know that Zolt definitely would be backing that up 100%.
Zolt, take it away.
Well, and
I gave him his moment. He's a little choked up at the moment. I say.
oh, oh, wow, my friend,
Eh,
well played, well played.
Maybe wait. Oh, shit.
Other way,
Wait. What side am I on here?
this,
Hey, you know what?
well
Look,
well done, sir.
maybe the cat's got his tongue. I don't know.
Oh, wow, wow, he's on fire now.
The kid
Okay,
got him sick. Now he's in the lion's den.
we'll move on to the NFC. And Sam and I are
Why,
actually on the same
why
page.
are we all in agreement on something?
Well, because no matter how many 49ers players kept dropping, there was one constant dude who totally just saved the team's butt. They knew that he's like, man, I can't get hurt this year. Everybody else is dropping. And yeah, it is it is all due to Christian for sure. And ironically, you mentioned Mr. Stafford, and that's exactly where Mr. Zolt went to. And
And
again,
again,
yeah, go ahead, Sam.
it's great. Stafford had a tremendous year, and to do that at age 38 is surely it's tremendous. But the 49ers lost their two best defensive players. So Robert Sala's Jr. was already going to be fighting and gasping for air every week. The 49ers had Brock Purdy miss multiple weeks. Jawan Jennings was banged up. Ricky Pearsall was in and out of the lineup. George Kittle was banged up on IR at some points during the season. And if they didn't have Christian McCaffrey healthy, this team wins maybe at best 5, 6 games.
Oh yeah, and no Brandon Ayuk anywhere to be found.
Oh yeah, Brandon Ayuk is nowhere to be found, and will no longer be a Niner at the end of when the offseason starts. So, but
I don't expect him to be a good wide receiver anywhere from this point forward. I think he's going to fall into that Le'Veon Bell trap.
oh god, the point I try to make with this is you can't say most valuable player is just it's the best quarterback in the league. Okay, you can say that every year. Then it's annoying. So you're telling me last year, say the Eagles did the Eagles win the Super Bowl last year without Saquon Barkley?
Nope,
No, they don't.
nope.
They had good rushing attacks before him. You know, Miles Sanders had a really good year in 2022.
Yes, he did.
DeAndre Swift had a really good year in 2023. But when you put a transcendent talent behind that offensive line like Saquon Barkley, look what happens. He turned in one of the greatest running back seasons we've seen in the modern day. If that's not the MVP, I don't know what is. And Christian McCaffrey, did he have the 2,000-yard rushes like Saquon? No. But the guy not only was the team's leading rusher, he was the team's leading goddamn wide receiver. Christian McCaffrey could wake up tomorrow, walk into Kyle Shanahan's office and say, I no longer want to be a running back. I want to be a slot receiver. That son of a bitch would have 1,100 yards a season.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
no,
guy
there's
is like the greatest dual threat I've ever seen.
I don't disagree.
And
I
the
mean,
fact that that team was able to get to 12 wins with all that shit going on, a lot of it was because of him.
100%.
So that's my case. I don't know if you have anything you want to add to it, but that's
Oh,
my case.
that's dead on. That's dead on. Now we're gonna get into the funness of broken it down by offensive positions. We did QB, running back, wide receiver, and tight end. So we're gonna kick off with our AFC quarterbacks, which now here's the bigger kicker. None of us had talked to each other about the who we were picking. So if you see a clean sweep like this, none of us knew what each other was setting up. None of us knew at
No.
all.
And I
So,
mean,
I mean, Again, this right here, we've not only have we covered it, we've seen it, and this kid definitely deserves his bouquet of roses for sure.
I mean, the kid completed over 70% of his passes. Do you know how hard it is to complete 70% of your passes in the NFL?
Right.
I mean, kid threw for over 4,000 yards in his second year with not the greatest group of receivers. They're not bad. Some of them are good. Booty's really good.
Booty's really good. Yeah.
Demario Douglas can make plays. Kyle Williams can make plays. Stephon Diggs had a really good year. Hunter Henry is solid. But the fact that he was able to do all this stuff in year two is tremendous.
Yeah. And the best part about it is that, hey, I've I'm getting to the Super Bowl. Brock Purdy pulled off the same stunt. It's like, hey, look at these young guys making it to the dance, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I can even go back and just quickly reflect on Sam Darnold, and Mary Crippen had a very interesting little post. She's the one who does the NFL Elementary down in Miami, Florida. She had a very interesting post in showing her class that it doesn't matter where you're starting at, but the things of, hey, he got traded from the Jets, then he went to Carolina, then he went to San Francisco, got a little bit better, and then went to Minnesota, got a lot better, but then Minnesota went, nah, and traded him to Seattle. And she said it's all about how you tackle those challenges the whole way. And it's like, you know what? I'm sorry. Let's see. That 2018 quarterback class is Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Sam Darnold. Who got to a Super Bowl first?
MED.
And the funny part is Sam Sam has gone through how many teams and has now led that team. And I mean, I could seriously sit back and say, you know what? What if Minnesota doesn't move him? What if Minnesota
Minnesota.
kept him?
Minnesota's GM was just fired for a reason, okay? Let's remember that.
Mhm. Yep. Yeah. What if Minnesota would have kept him? Whoopsie.
The world will never know.
Yeah. That fucks. All right. Moving on to our NFC. And this one's going to be a little different. And Sam's just like, what? Hear me out. Okay. Sam's like, nope, not interested.
You're on your own the rest of the night.
Um, Dallas, I think, is on a good stepping stone. And I'm sorry to say, Sam, this will not be the last time you see a Dallas Cowboy. And ironically, it's not from me. Um,
Oh, I know. I have one on mine too.
Dallas is, I think, really worked themselves onto something here to where it wasn't going to be this year, but things look a little bit interesting going into next year. And Dak Prescott actually looked like, well, I can't say Pro Bowl. I'm not going to degrade him like that. He's actually looking like a top tier quarterback that he was meant to be, and still needs he still needs that little bit of a push. But I think that for this year, he did a very good job in not only game management, but in much better than in the past of taking care of the football. He had not one, but two solid top-notch wide receivers to throw it to. And oh yeah, he had a running game.
Yeah. And,
And
a lot of
we knew about the running game because we saw the guy play in Denver and went, huh. And when he got traded to Dallas, we went, ooh, this could get interesting.
not to mention, a lot of people, including myself in the beginning, a lot of people laughed at when they promoted Schottenheimer to head coach, but Schottenheimer's been in Dallas with Dak through basically a lot of his career. And it's not a shock to me that Dak put up one of his better seasons under Schottenheimer as his head coach. Trust me, I said this all last year. Dallas Cowboys' issue is not their offense, it's the other side of the football. That defense is dog shit. And I'm not going to talk about said defensive coordinator that they hired because I don't want to talk about
Right,
that, them taking
right,
my DB's coach. I'm not in the mood right now. But
right.
if that defense gets more young talent, more established talent next year, they could be a player in the NFC next year. So
Ooh. Who has a better chance to get a ring first, Dak or Lamar? At the rate it's going, Dak.
maybe.
I would say Dak at this point. Sam, you know how the NFC West was this season? That NFC East is about to start competing like that.
They could be. Yeah.
They really could be.
Because, because if that offense now they of course they have some things to take care of. They got to re-sign Javante. They have to re-sign Pickens. If they can get that stuff taken care of, then that offense is going to put up points. It doesn't matter. They're going to score points. Their O line is getting better again.
And the scary thing is you've got John Harbaugh in that division with the Giants and knows how to put a team together. And then if Washington can get their offense balanced and can keep poor Jaden Daniels upright, hey,
They're a
you've got
mess once
four,
again.
you guys have four solid, legit teams in that division. Nobody would want to come play you guys at all. That would be one division that people are going, yeah, that's a no. Because everybody who just played the NFC West this season went, yeah, no, we don't want to do that again. No, we're out. How about no? they
But I will
they
for once say
they don't want
I
to.
don't hate your pick. I don't hate the pick of Dak. You could have went with Dak. I like that one. Stafford, Dak. You could even said, I mean, he's in the Super Bowl. Darnold. I know he didn't have the greatest year, but I mean, he's in the Super Bowl. I mean, you could have picked a lot of guys. Golf. Golf had a fine year. Like,
But as I was going through numbers and going through, and ironically, because I did get to watch a couple of Dallas games, I was like, huh, okay. Yeah,
excuse me.
I wasn't mad at it. So, that was kind of one of the weird things is as I was going through the NFC guys, I'm just like, yeah, I know Stafford put up a lot, but the Rams had to try to be the Rams of St. Louis at sometimes. You had to pull off and just try to outscore everybody, which is why he turned around and had to get so many yards. When you're trying to outscore the other team on boat races, that's what's going to happen. So,
Yeah, pretty.
yeah, but yeah, no, like I said, that's that's why I turned around and I went with Dak.
Yeah, I don't hate it. And I mean, the reason I went with Stafford is like I said a minute ago, at age 38, to put up the 40 plus touchdowns, only 8 picks, over 4,000 yards. And this is coming into the season where all off season we're like, oh, this back injury he has, we don't even know if he's going to be able to play through the season with it. He may not even play. And the guy comes out and puts together one of the best seasons of his career at age 38.
Yeah, makes it kind of nerve wracking right now because there is a lot of talk right now and it's coming out of Stafford's camp itself and going, you know what? I think I'm probably done. And it's going to be a little scary. It's like, hey, take your time off, relax, let that body heal, see what happens in April. Don't go making any decisions now. Don't make any decisions now. I mean, if you're feeling by March that, hey, you got to sit down and talk with, McVay and, the GM and owner and go, listen, yeah, you guys might want to turn around and take a look at possibility of getting, a body or so to turn around and come in and, either be his backup for this next coming year or replace him. So that should be interesting.
I agree. I mean, in my opinion, also Stafford has nothing else to prove.
No,
He's done everything.
yeah, I don't think so either. Oh goodness. Wow. This is interesting.
What?
Dun dun dun.
I hear
Uh
dun dun.
Good evening.
oh my goodness. He does sound a
He's
little
alive.
he sounds a little it's very deep, my friend.
I don't know
How's
what the
that?
hell you're talking about. And I will warn you, it gets worse the longer it goes on.
Well, we're just like I said, we're just cruising through the awards right now. So we had a nice little medic cross up in your spot earlier.
I saw it, and
You
then you
know,
booted my Metacross.
yeah,
Go to hell.
I didn't boot it. I was trying to when I went to go back to do this. I was like, oh shoot, I already done all the slides. So
You know the best part about that is that means he didn't hear my jokes I made a few minutes ago.
I did not.
they were good. They were well placed.
Were they old George jokes?
No, I
No,
I
oh
just said you.
no, oh
I
no,
just
they
said
were
you were.
directed towards you, sir.
I just said Zolt is a little choked up at the moment. That's why he's not here.
Yeah, there you go.
Then I
Eh,
No,
made a joke that said, your cat was still pissed off at you, so the cat's got your tongue. I made a joke like that. I had another one, but I'm not going to use it now.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
it was
It's fine.
Oh,
it was well placed. It really
After
was. Oh
after
wait a
I
minute, you're not going to go with the
complimented you,
Lions Den joke, really? You're
after
not
I
going with the Lions?
complimented you and everything, Sam. George, just real briefly on the new system here. Isn't there a way for me to put something there instead of just a faceless thing?
Yeah, you have to do it on your side. For the avatar picture.
Oh, is it just the avatar? That's what I need to do?
Yeah,
I can do that.
yeah, you can put something up in the avatar
you put
picture
something.
font.
You put Kevin Batullo. I'm leaving.
I already did that once, sir. I don't like to repeat jokes.
Well, I would love to agree with you, but Nick Sirianni thought it was okay to repeat it every week for God knows how long.
You can't even see that. I wanted it to fill up the box.
Yeah, no, it doesn't fill up a box.
Okay. All right. That's what she. Never mind. Sam got it.
I got it as soon as I heard you say it.
That's a self portrait, by the way. I know you can't even see it, but that's all right. So anyway, proceed. Don't let me interrupt.
Yeah,
I am merely here to provide a fill in the blank should you want it.
right. We're just rolling into the running backs, which again, we three clearly agreed that Mr. Cook was the AFC running back for the season.
I mean, the guy led the league in rushing. Is there really anything else we have to say?
Not to my knowledge. But we did have a little bit of differential going into the NFC.
I'm surprised that was switched around, actually.
What's that?
I'm surprised that McCaffrey ain't under your name.
And but I saw, what Bijan did with the Falcons, who were not that good at all. And it was pretty much Bijan just trying to take the team, put him on his back, just like McCaffrey did. McCaffrey had a lot more power players with him. Bijan had not a whole lot to did not really have a whole lot of cast of character, especially when there's quarterback controversy going on. So I was definitely giving the kudos to Bijan here.
This is true. Bijan did have Penix and then Cousins. I mean, CMC, though, had Brock Purdy, so you could say he probably had it worse. This is why I'm here.
No.
I mean, and the reason I went to it also is, I mean, if we look at the numbers, yes, CMC did have about 100 more receiving yards than Bijan did. Bijan did outgain CMC this year in terms of rushing yards. So,
And I do want to point out that in the past week, they have said that they want to find a way to use Bijan more in the offense next year. God help us. God help him, really.
Well,
yeah, I mean, burn out by age 25.
And Matt Ryan said today, I love how the media likes to spin things. They're like, oh, Matt Ryan's not all in on Michael Penix. I was like, all he said was he's not the coach, and we haven't sat down with everybody to kind of go over the whole roster just yet. Matt just got the job like 9 days ago. Give him a few minutes. They've already got to sit down and go over other budgeting stuff and working with the office and general manager. He's got some front office stuff to take care of before he gets down to the roster. It's like, yeah, let him turn around and get with his new head coach and try to work out those details first. There's a lot more work that has to be done. So the Atlanta media, chill out, sit down, take a month off. Good grief. You'll find out about your quarterback soon enough. They're like, oh, well, this and Cousins is going to go, and, who are we going to deal with? Just chill. Let the football people do the football work. Then you'll know. AFC wide receivers. You guys went with Mr. Chase. I actually went with the guy who I didn't think was going to be worth a whole hill of beans, and somehow he was Baltimore's shining star because they didn't want to run Derrick Henry. So, yeah, Zay Flowers actually got my vote on this one.
I'm not going to lie. For like a tenth of a second, I was about to make a lot of very crazy jokes toward your way because I thought the meds have kicked in because I thought that was outlandish for a second. But before I did that, I just went in. I was like, "That's Zay Flowers under his screen. Let me go look at that." No idea he had 1,200 yards this year. Never even crossed my mind.
Yeah, and that's the scary thought is he did it quietly. Nobody was, popping champagne corks and throwing parties about it. But I was like, dude, nice damn season. I couldn't not, acknowledge that. So that's why I put Zay in. I mean, I totally understand why you've got Chase there, I mean, it totally made sense.
I mean, look how good. I mean, he made Joe Flacco a Pro Bowler.
I'm glad I was not drinking right there.
That was funny.
That was funny as hell. NFC wise, yeah, there's just no doubt.
Led league in receiving is all you need to know.
Yeah,
I'll say I considered Puka. He was the only other consideration in
Yep.
my eyes. But
And
yeah,
the reason I went JSN over that, and I said this on my show last night, I'm not knocking Puka, but it's a lot harder to game plan for Puka when you have that other guy on the other side. Who the hell else is on Seattle is scaring you consistently? Cooper Cup is not the Triple Crown guy he was a few years ago. Jake
Bobo.
Bobo can a go for all I care. And Shahid's good for 130-yard catch a game.
Yeah, like I said.
JSN essentially was doing this by him damn self. And like I said, I don't want to take away from Puka. Puka's a fucking monster.
And the scary thought is and I mean it's a little bit of a slam, but DK Metcalf couldn't do what JSN has done. And that's
Because
what
he's not.
Seattle was expecting. But instead, DK turned around and was like, "Oh, I can't do this." Well,
Well, again, this is something Tyler and I brought up about DK since he entered the league. Not only was he the second best wide receiver at Ole Miss next to AJ Brown, he was the second best wide receiver in Seattle once JSN showed up. DK Metcalf, people think is a good wide receiver because he's built like a fucking house. The guy has got shit footwork and he's a terrible route runner. JSN is elite in every category that DK is not.
right, DK is a fly receiver.
Yeah. Set him on go routes all day, and he'll probably make most of the catches because he's bigger than everybody, but that's it.
Right. And he was miffed because he wasn't getting his performance incentives. And it's like, dude, be a teammate. Nope, he didn't want to. All right, fine. Deuces.
And like that's the other thing why I also went JSN. Look how much moving parts they had. Last year, 2024, he had 1,100 yards. Then look what happens. They get rid of DK. They get rid of Lockett. They change offensive coordinators because Clint
They
Kubiak
changed
wasn't there.
quarterbacks.
Yeah, they changed everything. And the son bitch comes out and leads the league in receiving.
That's nuts.
It is.
All right, final offensive position are tight ends. Sam, you and I agreed with Mr. Warren. Zolt went with Hunter Henry. Again, can't be mad at it because, like we said earlier, Drake May, Hunter Henry is his escape valve, and it was pretty much about the only household name we pretty much knew on that squad.
Yeah.
and realistically, the NFC had probably about 3 or 4 tight ends before you got to your top AFC tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you hadn't split them up with the AFC, Hunter Henry would not have come close to being up here.
No, because this guy this guy rules them all.
Get this man a fucking quarterback. Sorry for my language.
This guy gets a quarterback, I would be scared to see what Arizona could do. Scared. Because that's just, it's like, that ain't right, man. That is not right. I mean, McBride, like we're showing y'all, it's a clean sweep. It is. This was more than just a clean sweep. This
I
was
had 100.
a big clean sweep.
The guy had 126 catches. Like as a tight end, 126 catches.
At the pace he's going, he could bust Gronkowski's records.
Be careful, Hunter Henry.
If he
Better be careful.
continues.
Future Patriot one day.
What's that?
Could be a future Patriot one day if Arizona just continues to freaking fizzle out.
Yeah, because they'd get some trade value for him.
I hate everything about it, but still.
Or just trade him to Philly. Sam's like, yep, come on, bring it.
I will not be able to be on the air for a week if my team landed Trey McBride.
That's funny.
You just, wouldn't throw to him.
Excuse me. My Dallas Goddard just led my team in touchdowns. We would 100% throw to him.
He only had like 500 yards, though.
Well, when you're that close to the end zone all the time, you don't need a whole lot of yards.
Kevin Patullo. That's the end of the conversation. Well, Kevin Patullo.
Forgot about that, too.
But here's the thing, right? We were one of the worst passing offenses in the league, but somehow we were the number one red zone offense in the league. I lost years of my life with that offense this year.
And hopefully you don't lose any more going into next year.
Oh, fuck. Trust me.
Okay, defenses. Again, another clean sweep.
Gee, what a shock.
What a surprise. That we set the Texans numero uno.
Can you imagine, though, if Houston and Cincinnati got together, what kind of a team we might actually have?
Oh, Jesus. Don't do that. That would be the most bolstering football team in the NFL if that would have happened.
No, it wouldn't, because both teams have dog shit offensive lines. Joe Burrow would be going from fucked to just as fucked. Oh, God.
NFC wise, we repeated it, by the way.
Again.
NFC wise, we clean swept it as well.
Yeah, there's no surprises there.
With Seattle, there's zero surprises. Now we get into the interesting categories. Next up, we have most improved player. I went with May. Sam went with Jones. Zolt went with Trevor. Every single one of them, I can't disagree out of any of them. I mean, I was very intrigued when we got into this category because I was hoping for sure that we definitely had everything different. Of course, like you said, Drake made what happened last year in his rookie year up to this year and making it into the Super Bowl on top of it. Phenomenal. The resurrection of the careers of both Jones and Lawrence definitely was a big to-do for this year. So, I mean, they all had a great resurgence. That's for sure.
And I mean, I know mine can be taken into some context of like, oh, Daniel Jones missed time with the Achilles injury, but I mean, before that injury, he was on pace to have he was on pace for the best season of his career. So, I think personally, if he never gets hurt, we're talking a whole bunch of things.
Breaking news from Adam. Giannis has just left the bench.
I'll keep my Twitter on.
Interesting. It's going to be Giannis to Miami, I believe. they were saying Miami's pretty much the only squad that could literally do it now. And it's like, sorry guys, it's not going to be Cleveland. NFC most improved players. This one, I did. Sam, I loved your pick, man. I truly did. I was
I
like,
mean,
what a difference from Pittsburgh to Dallas. And like I said, that's why I said with Dak, I was like, holy cow, what a connection and chemistry that Dak could balance between George and CD. It was amazing.
yeah. And I mean, you didn't hear much this year, like, oh, Pickens didn't have a lot of problems in Dallas. Well, yeah, because he has a quarterback that can actually get him the football.
And again, we brought up the running game, and Zolt right there with it. Where's Javante? And of course, I went with DeAndre Swift because he had a nice revitalization himself in Chicago with Ben Johnson. And I thought, I was a little concerned. He was with Detroit. Ben was there, and I was like, all right, he was good enough. And I was worried. I was like, is he just gonna shun him, or is he gonna turn around and put him on the horse and say, let's go? And to my surprise, hello, he put him on the horse and he turned around and gave him some backup. So I've got no issue at all putting, sorry, Anthony. I had no issue at all putting DeAndre Swift in here.
Anthony, if they don't give him a big deal, then what the hell? Like, yeah, what was the point?
Yeah, I was going to say it's Jerry Jones. He's got money to blow. He'll do it.
There's a really bad joke there, but I'm not going to do it.
No, we had enough of those last night.
Shut up.
Next
off my damn Facebook.
Next up, Coach of the Year. Zolt and I went with Vrabel. And I mean, there's no wrong answer here. There really isn't.
No, the problem is there's no wrong answer, but there's too many right answers.
I was sorry, I was sneezing. I was trying to get there. It was like, yeah, there's no wrong answers. There's a whole lot of good answers. 100%. Because that also gives us our NFC guys. And I went with Ben Zolt. Excuse me. Zolt and Sam. Sam went with Shanahan. And Sam, I'm assuming that was because he he just kind of went plug and play.
The guy got 12 wins without almost every major player being 100% healthy throughout the year. Quarterback, tight end, wide receivers, best defensive players, and they still found a way to win 12 games, go on the road in the playoffs, and beat the reigning champs. That has to count for something. Not to take away what McDonald and Ben Johnson have done. It's just their teams are pretty damn healthy this year. So what Shanahan accomplished is pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, and I do not disagree with that. And I'm glad that we all, between the three of us, we pretty much covered all of those guys who literally could turn around a program in 1 year. I think that's the reason why we had 10 head coaches get fired in in a matter of 2.5 months and get a third of the league, by the way, shuffled around and getting new head coaches. And it's just like, well, okay, Can the magic happen for us? That's what we want. That's what we want. So now all of a sudden, are we going to see this as a bucking trend? I sure as hell hope not, because what was it I told you earlier, Sam? Since 99, the Browns have had 13 different head coaches, 42 starting quarterbacks, and one playoff win. Not a good idea. Not a way to run a team. And oh yeah, by the way, 3 different owners too. Yeah, it's ugly. Don't do it. Stick to normalcy, and stick to some longevity.
I'm waiting for Cleveland to start the list of former starting quarterbacks who are now your head coach.
Who could qualify?
Oh, as if qualifications are something Cleveland looks for in a head coach.
Dude, right now it's it's just stupidity in the front office. I can't even comment. And Adam nor Clint are here to turn around and comment on that either, unfortunately. Next up, Rookie of the Year, AFC. This one, I'm not going to lie, this blew my mind. We swept this.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
totally blown away. I was like, man, I know how the 3 of us are, and I was truly blown away by this. I really was. I was like, wow, and we went with a defensive guy.
We've been pretty upfront, as much crap as we give Cleveland, most of it deserved.
Yep.
Your
Oh, well,
defense is phenomenal, and your defense is not just Myles Garrett.
correct. That's why this one actually, like I said, I do know the way the 3 of us, we really observe and look at things. And I know that, hell, we could have probably had Tyler Warren or you know in here, but yeah, to my surprise, I was just like, wow, all right, not too shabby.
Hold on. Did anybody see what Annie posted on Twitter regarding the Giants hiring Matt Nagy as their OC?
Agar, no, I have not seen what she
She
did.
said she said it's a smart move. You can't blow a fourth quarter lead if you don't have one.
Oh,
Don't blame you.
wow. Wow. That girl does not pull any punches. I don't understand signing 2 QBs, then drafting 2 QBs, and then thinking about drafting another QB in the next draft. Um, I don't know who said or even thought that Cleveland was drafting a quarterback in this draft. Cleveland's not drafting a quarterback in this draft.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I have the craziest NBA stat that just popped up.
Okay.
I believe someone brought it up in the chat a second ago. Did you see the numbers from Utah Jazz guard Isaiah Collier?
No.
48 minutes, 17 points, 22 assists tonight against the Pacers. In case people think I'm losing my mind, yes, 17 points, 22 assists. Holy shit. I thought someone brought that up in the chat earlier too.
Huh.
But anyway, we can continue.
Yeah, for and you know the other thing is to keep popping about Giannis with the cat. I was like, guys, the Bucks prefer the potential packages available by the Minnesota Timberwolves and Miami Heat, even over the potential package of Golden State. Cleveland is not involved in the conversation. Just to turn around and crush all of the hopes and dreams of everybody out there. That's what's going down. So stop
Well,
sending me all this stuff because it is not going to happen.
I mean, Cleveland's going to get a big boost now in terms of money being brought in by strip clubs now that James is there. So I mean,
Our NFC Rookie of the Year, also
not that one.
a clean sweep. I mean, this was pretty much, there was no doubt. There was no doubt. Carolina, you know, I said it early on. And I said after last year, what Carolina had done, I said, don't be surprised if Carolina starts making a run. And shocker, they definitely did. And it's like, hey, yeah, they're still putting some pieces together and they still do have to put some more in. But I'll be darned if this guy wasn't a big reason why. And it's like, hey, go ahead and grab yourself a couple more bodies and you're going to be okay.
And a lot of it they turned around was when went with the run first approach with Chuba and Rico Dowdle. And Bryce Young got better as the season went on after the benching, and the fact that they attacked the offense with a run first approach, and Tet was still able to put up his numbers and make Bryce Young's life a heck of a lot easier.
Yep. Now for the fun facts, for the fun of it, I turned around and said, "Hey, why don't we turn around and just for the S&G throw in our fantasy player of the year?" And we each actually came up with somebody different. This is I did have Puka on a lot of my stuff, as well as JSN. Ironically, I had all three of these guys because I actually had Williams and Zolt's league, believe it or not. He
I
was one who
had
saved my butt in a
I
few
had JSN
incidents.
and I am JSN in my main league, and I traded for Williams midway through the season because my running backs all sucked.
So yeah, like I
I hate
said,
fantasy football.
yeah, Puka did a nice job when he went down. It kind of sucked. But I also, like I said, I had JSN on a couple of my rosters, which ironically, I don't think that he's going to be on too many of my rosters moving forward after this season because everybody else and their brother who's got like the number one pick will probably jump after him or the number two or three. We'll see.
He'll be top 5 in most drafts.
Oh, for sure. He'll be top three. I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
Um, but no,
Uh,
what a nice cluster of players that we put together there. I mean, I and for Javante Williams, I mean, what a nice spot to land in Dallas to be able to be, you know, a part of that offense that definitely is starting to click and put something together. That was pretty cool. So, Dave, do you have anything you want to add, my friend?
I just wanted for Javante coming back from where he's been the last what 2 seasons, 3 seasons
Mm-hmm.
to the Javante Williams that we first saw in Denver before what was it, knee injury, leg injury. It was nice to see.
Yep, I agree.
Great.
Where is Oh, I need to add him back in. Add Zolt. Gotta add him. Gotta put him over the cross. Dave, you had something you wanted to pop on?
I do have a fill in the blank we could do. Is Super Bowl related? I'm bringing up my answer key now.
Sam, most receiving yards in a Super Bowl. Oh, wow.
Okay. So what I can give you the Super Bowl, the year. I can even give you the teams if you want me to go to that far.
Why don't we stick with the years first?
Okay. Where do you want to start with? At the top? You got one
Yeah,
in particular you like?
let's go right with
Start
the
at the
215.
215. Super Bowl 23 in 1989.
Hey, George, have fun.
Come on, George, have fun.
89.
You were like 25 at this point.
Hang on. Thanks. It's pre-Brett Favre, so Green Bay's out.
89, so it's too early for San Fran.
No, it is not.
Oh, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
I was
It
thinking
would be
90.
the
So.
Steve Young. He said 89. So this was the
89.
Steve Young. Was that Steve Young and T.O.?
It is not
What?
T.O.
Is it Rice then? Yeah, that was the Steve Young Super Bowl where he finally got the monkey off his back.
There you go. Good job, George. Glad that thing I bought you at the Hall of Fame last year is paying off.
Okay, right in line, Super Bowl 22, 1988.
Oh, who went before? Who was there before Steve? Ouch. Who was there before Steve was? 20. Well, they went. Joe. Steve only went one. I think that Steve only went to the one. I thought there were two. I know there was another back to back, but out of the five.
San Francisco was not in this Super Bowl.
Yeah, I didn't think they were. Give me the team.
Well, I'll give you the teams that played.
Yeah.
It was Denver and Washington.
Was it? Well, I was going to say Washington.
Denver,
Washington.
1980.
Doug Williams. Doug Williams. So that's Art Monk.
Nope.
No.
It's not Shannon Sharp, right? That's not.
It is not Shannon Sharp.
I thought that was too early.
Who is opposite of Monk? It had to be. It had to be who was opposite of Monk. Art Monk. Wow. I'm not going to remember this one, Dave.
Okay. I'll go ahead and put it in. Ricky Sanders.
Yeah.
193 yards in the Super Bowl.
That's as the Washington receiver?
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, the only one who popped into my head was Art Monk.
Okay. 162 yards, Super Bowl 34 in the year 2000.
What are our teams?
It is the Rams and Titans.
Torrey Holt?
It is not Torrey Holt.
Isaac Bruce.
It was Isaac Bruce.
Ooh, he got somebody by 1 yard.
Okay. Sam, this one's you. Definitely you. Super Bowl 10, 1976.
I think that joke's an HOA violation.
It's okay. I got an in.
Who was in Super Bowl 10?
That would be Dallas and Pittsburgh.
Good luck. I'm not even trying
Dallas
this
and
one.
Pittsburgh. Lynn Swan.
God damn you, old head.
Okay. How about this one? 2025.
Is this Xavier Worthy?
Last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, when it was 34-0, Xavier Worthy had like 3 40-yard catches.
And they just couldn't do nothing.
Oh, yeah.
All
They
right.
didn't cross midfield till the third quarter.
Okay, I'm definitely off on my Roman numerals. What the hell is L? Anybody remember? Is that 50?
Yeah.
No, it can't be. Is it?
Yeah.
So Super Bowl 52 in 2018.
Oh, hold on. Chris Hogan?
No.
Okay, hold on. Amendola.
It is in fact Mr. Danny Amendola.
Dude, I still have no freaking clue how we beat that fucking Patriots team with Tom Brady for 500 yards. Because if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Hogan had like 120 in that game.
It wouldn't surprise me. Super Bowl 33, 1999.
Teams, please.
Teams, yeah.
Atlanta, Denver.
Is that Shannon Sharp?
It is not Shannon Sharp.
Damn it.
99 Atlanta, Denver. Is that Ed McCaffrey?
Is not Ed McCaffrey.
Damn. Oh. Damn. Who else was the receiver? Because that was the one of the two that John won with Terrell Davis. Wait a minute. What I was to say, Terrell Davis
Was not Terrell Davis.
Not a bad guess.
Who else was there? Demarius Thomas wasn't there yet.
What year are you in?
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking of the uniform coloring that they wore in the damn game. And I think they were in the dark blue for that one. So I'm trying to think of who else. Man.
I
Am I
honestly have
even?
no idea.
Are we even on the right team being with Denver or no?
It is Denver.
It is Denver. Damn. Who else was on the team?
Players.
Sam nailed it.
He's cheating.
I'm on Twitter. I'm keeping up on the Honest Watch.
All
Yeah,
right, I'm gonna
I
I'm gonna
I think the honest watch is garbage because Adam posted it in the unscripted, and he says he's just here to start shit. So I have ignored it. So I don't think
Okay.
Giannis has left a bench.
Either way, I'm not getting. I have no idea for this one. So
Yeah, I pass. I cannot remember who. I can't believe I can't remember who the wide receivers were outside of Ed. He just said he lost his mic. Look, he lost his microphone.
oh my god. We're gonna be doing this for freaking F. We're gonna be sitting here.
Type in the name. We know how to fix this. Give me a minute. Rod Smith, son of a biscuit. Damn.
Now we're
Unreal.
now we're at intermission, guys. Thanks for watching.
Unreal. Man, that was hard to I pull off Jerry Rice, Lynn Swan, and Isaac Bruce, but no, not Rod Smith. That just forget about him.
I guess Danny Amendola and Xavier Worthy. I think I feel.
That Amendola one you just crushed.
No, because if you remember, that was the Super Bowl where Brandon Cooks was on the Patriots, but Malcolm Jenkins knocked his ass out and concussed him during the game. But dude, every play, it was either Amendola, Hogan, or Rex fucking Burkhead. And then, inside the 20, here comes Rob. It was the most that was the most gut-wrenching game to watch.
Right.
Oh my god, but that was also my favorite Eagles game of all time. Yeah, first Super Bowl, but I got to not only was that the first Super Bowl the Eagles ever won, I got to watch it with my mom. So
testing.
There he is.
there he is.
Okay. Hey, you know what? It can't be a show unless I break something.
Right.
Okay.
That's not your voice box.
This time. Gotta pull up my answer key again because I lost it. Let's see. Okay, so where are we at? 152 yards. 152 receiving yards in Super Bowl 27, 1993.
One of the Buffalo Bills Super Bowls.
That would be correct.
Well,
Buffalo versus Dallas.
okay, well, the only person I can think of is Reed, so
Okay.
yeah. That was kind of easy.
Okay. Super Bowl
Okay.
29, 1995.
That's another San Fran, ain't it?
It was San Diego, San Francisco.
Oh, that's Jerry.
That is Jerry again.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's the one I was scared that the San Diego Chargers were going to win that Super Bowl. I was freaking the hell out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they won the
And
the Hall of Fame.
they blew them out.
Yeah, back in the day when the Hall of Famers put up the big numbers and not the Danny Amendolas of the world.
Right.
1 yard behind that at 148, Super Bowl 24 in 1990.
Oh, That's Jerry again.
That is
That's
also
the
Jerry Rice.
49ers. Yeah.
Jesus Christmas.
I know my 49ers Super Bowls.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this out there. Jerry Rice is not on the list beyond this.
Fucking better not be.
I
Jesus.
was going to say, I know my 49ers Super Bowls, so. Hey, my man made this list 3 times. What can I say?
Super Bowl
Go.
38, 2004.
Is that T.O.?
2000.
Is not T.O.
Oh, no, wait. You're
Who's the
too early.
teams?
It's Patriots and Panthers, am I right?
Correct.
Patriots. Oh, the one Cam Newton lost.
No, that was 2015. This is 2003.
2003.
This is Jake Delhomme.
Oh, Delhomme. Oh my God.
Steve Smith wasn't there, was he?
What?
Whether he was or not, this is not Steve Smith.
Okay.
Oh, is this the one Dion got the offense and defensive award? Because Branch played both ways.
I couldn't tell you the answer to that. I can tell you the answer though is Deion Branch.
And it's Dion Branch.
Yes, George.
I think it's
Yes.
because he ended up playing both. He ended up playing both ways, offense and defense.
You're still talking about football, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Super Bowl 53, 2019.
Is that Tyreek?
Is not Tyreek.
Wait. Kelsey?
Kansas City was not in this Super Bowl.
Oh, wait.
What year?
2019.
2019.
Patriots Rams.
Correct.
Edelman.
George nailed it.
Good job. I was going to go Edelman next because I know Edelman didn't play in the year that we won and beat them. He was out.
All right. Super Bowl 45, 2011.
Bryce's birth year.
Greg Jennings?
Not Greg Jennings. Pretty sure you got the right.
Jordy Nelson.
Yes.
I was gonna go either him or James Jones.
James Jones. Yep. See, we're thinking the same. Yeah, we're
So
thinking
many
the same
damn
one.
receivers,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
All right, last one. 140 yards. Super Bowl 38, 2004. This is, by the way, the second time that Super Bowl has shown up on this list.
That's when you got Branch. So it's the same one, Panthers Patriots.
Then it's got to be somebody from the Panthers. Nasheem Muhammad.
Nailed it.
Good job.
Nice. I was gonna say that's the only other guy I could think of. Yeah, if I got Branch on the one side, then it was Muhammad on the other.
Way to branch out there, George.
Well done, gentlemen. Like I said, I found that one. I wanted to make sure I got it in this week.
But of course, because
we will see if somebody manages to add to it on Sunday. Perhaps we'll knock Moose off the list.
Right.
On that note, gentlemen, I am going to be departing. That's what I showed up for. So
no problemo. I was gonna say that's all I've got as well. I think that's what we've got. I think it's like I said, the Cavs breaking news, the trade kind of took up an extra 45 minutes of where we were going to be. So
Yeah, like the Pro Football Hall of Fame writers, I ain't got nothing, so say goodnight.
Okay, Anthony. Yep. George, where are you?
That takes care of the 4 minutes. Say goodnight, Grayson.
Good night.
Good night. That's it. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night.
Good night.
So I said, well, flip a coin. And if it comes out heads, have your hair dyed.
And if it comes out tails, say goodnight, Gracie.